Hi everybody, hello, and welcome back to what's going to be the final part of our Elizabeth Craft Designs project that we're doing. Now I asked you if you would leave a message and a comment in the comments below as to which journal planner you thought would be best for the project that we're doing. And you did. So, just to give you a little clue, it's this one. I've had my nails done to go with it. So this is the original one, the Tim Holtz one, which we don't need up here. And this was the one that I'd sort of selected, and I'd put my pages in there. But you've got to come out now. You've got to come out. You don't want it in there. That's page 1. They don't have to be page 1, 2 and 3 in this order. They can be in any order. And you're not wanted either. So you can go back in the drawer. And although I can actually see myself using these papers again and doing another project, which I will put in there, it's just too nice. And the papers are too nice not to play with again. So here we go. They go into this one. It is absolutely beautiful, that, isn't it? It really is. It's pretty sensational. So let's open this up, and I think I'll put this one in first because it's got a little bit more turquoise, and then our butterfly girl. And then we can crack on. Oh, doesn't that look nice? Looks great. Now we can crack on with today's project. Having sorted that out. I don't blame you for going for the turquoise one. It is delicious. There we go. Right, so we're off. We're off. Now, I had some problems with this because I've got very little of the paper pad left and I only had one pack. So, yeah, it got a bit tricky. But this is the base anyway, so let me give you the measurements. It is 8 and a quarter this way, and then this way it is 12. So I didn't cut anything off the height. And then I folded these in at 1 3/4, but I did put a double. It's just got 1/8 of an inch. Folded that at 1 3/4, and then I put another line, another score line, just 1/8 of an inch in, just to try and catch all the. Cover it up when we need. Oh, you'll see when we get there. So, what am I going to do first? Right. Well, the first thing to do is. It's taken me ages to prep all this lot, guys. Ages. I want to make this one into a little pocket. So I'm going to put that onto there like that. Now this measures 3 inches tall by 3 3/4 wide. So that's going to go on there like that. And just down to that second, remember I said I'd scored it there where you can see it's inked, and then I'd scored it again 1/8 of an inch this side. So I just want to put this pocket down to that second 1/8 of an inch score line. So let's do that. Let's make a start. Shall we make a start? So I'll put my glue, and I want to keep it quite tight into this side. Like that. And then take this, which is the right way up. That way, I think. And pop that just on that second score line. That's perfect. Right, there we go. So we've got a little pocket in here now. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to make this into a pocket, but with a much longer front on it, and this is going to be our actual front. So what I want to do with this is, let's turn it that way up, it's just a bit easier to work with. And from the second score on this one to there, I'm going to glue that, and that's the side I want, so yeah, glue that and stick this piece on. So just down the sides, like so, and then I want to stick this on, just up to that, the second score line. I haven't got very much glue on this, so I'm just waiting for it to bind. Oh, should have put some glue on the bottom. Dear me, I didn't think of that. There we are. And I didn't put it on that, but I'm not overly worried because it's got to get round that corner. But let's just put a little dot or two in along there. Completely forgot about the bottoms. So that's going to go like that, that's going to go like that, and we'll put some Velcro on there just when we're finished. I'm not going to do it quite yet because it'll drive me mad. Keep getting in my way. So I have got 2 of these I don't know what you call them, labels I suppose, that come in the box, in the kit should I say, and I'm just going to fit them into there, and they are quite a tight fit, which is why I didn't want to have any loose glue hanging around. So that's going to go in there. This one's going to go in the one at the top, like that. So when you open that up, you've got that, and when you open that, you've got that. Right, so we need to decorate this front. Now then, what I decided, because I really was scratching around for papers by this stage, I decided that I would use the die, one of the pocket dies, cut out the pocket, and then this was my very, well, these 2 pieces here were my very last 2 pieces of that beautiful collage paper with the purple on the back. So I fussy cut the grapes because they had another piece in here, but I fussy cut round the grapes, and I don't think it looks like there was anything there. I think it's okay. So I'm going to pop that onto there. And then that's going to be the journaling card that goes in it. So this is the plain pocket. There's 2 pockets in this die, that particular die set. One's got a star in it and the other one's plain. And this is obviously the plain one. There we go. I just want to make sure I get this straight, so I'm just going to get my little quilting ruler out. And where do I want it? Maybe not quite that high up. 1 3/4. It'd be easier if I took that and did that with it, wouldn't it? That would be so much easier. 1 3/4. What's that look like? No. 1.5 inches? Yeah, like 1.5 inches. Okay. So make sure your ruler's straight, then just can guess where the middle is. Should say it's about there. Let's have a look. No, needs to be over that way a bit. I think that's okay. So stick that down. Got bits of glue now, which I could do without. There we are. So make sure that's pressed firmly down. And then stick your two side pieces down. I love that fussy cut. I think it's really, really pretty. And I took a word as well and just put hello. So that's that in there. And then our little journaling card. Such a pretty little card. Just goes in there. Yeah, it does, it does. I promise you it does. So there we are. That's that. So that's almost the front. And I did have something else. Don't know where that's gone. I had a label to put down there. But we'll find that in the fullness of time. Right. So my next problem was that I wanted this to come to there. But I didn't have enough paper. That's what I had. So I've built onto that by using this. So this is just a piece of card and it measures 4.5 by the height. And I'm going to put that there so it's 1/2 inch over there. So it'll make us a side pocket and it'll also build us on 1/2 inch. So it's going to go like that. And I can get that to 4 inches. Which is exactly there, which will make a pocket. And look, it says journal. I mean, come on, it's gorgeous. And then on the back, we've got another side tuck. So that's just one sneaky kind of way of building a bit extra. Ah, there's my sign for the front. Once upon a time goes there. I like that. Because it's kind of the start of this page. So let's just ink around that and get that stuck on. So do you like my sneaky way of building out my page? I'd struggled and struggled as to what I was going to do and how I was going to join a piece on. Thought I could sew a piece on, and then that idea came to me. Genius. No, I'm not saying I'm a genius. It's a good idea. And then I thought, well, yeah, but then I can put my stamp die and my words in there. And what can I spell? Well, it's got 7 letters. Journal. Let's put our Once Upon a Time label down there. It's about right there, I think. There we are. I like that. I like that front page now. It's lovely. Right, so next we have to glue this onto here. And the only way of doing it is putting glue across the top and across the bottom. So let's do that and let's hope it works. Mr. F put my candle on before he left the room and it smells so nice. And we've done a load of laundry this morning and it's all outside on the line, so it smells nice. So glue along the top, glue along the bottom. Yeah, I'm rather proud of myself that I got this whole thing done with one paper pad. So now I need to really make sure this is square. So that's the way it goes, like that. Let's get that absolutely square. On there. Then let's slide this on to there. Just check. Yeah, it's all moved and it's gone cockeyed, but I think that's it. Is that square? 4. Yeah, I think it is. I believe it is. And I believe there's a little bit there that needs trimming. So let's just trim that off. And ink it. There we are. Great. So let's really press that down, because there's not much holding that whole pocket on. But I hope you find it a good idea, and even if you don't need to add paper to yours, add any width to yours, it's just a nice pocket anyway, isn't it? Ah, and I've just realised something I've forgotten. Something I have forgotten. Can I get that off? No, not so much. Okay, well, let's not worry about that at the moment. That bottom still isn't straight. Okay, now I have got somewhere these journaling cards, and what I've done is I've used the hexagons on the front to give us a bit of ornamentation. So I want that to go into there, and then these can go either ways up. Well, that's a bit tight. There we go, like that. So that's how I want them, but I'm not necessarily sure they're going to stay that way, and that's what I was trying to do. I meant to put some glue along those lines, but given that I forgot to do that, what I am going to do is just put a dot of glue just underneath, just at this opening edge, and I think we'll be all right with that. It's just to stop them all sliding down. And I think we'll be okay if we do that. So let's have a look and see. I think that should be okay. I do love this stamp. That is definitely my favourite. It's got endless possibilities, that. Endless. Right, so let's see if we can get these in. I do like using those hexagons as ornamentation. I think they're lovely. Tweezers. do. So I think I might have been just a little bit overzealous with that glue. That's great. Perfect. And this one, same problem. Yeah, that's great. So that's that page. I hope you like that. I love that. It's fabulous. I love it. I really do, really. So on the back of there, what was I going to... Oh, yes, I know. I cut out 2 of the big arrows. And I'm going to use these as journaling tags. I'm going to put them like that. So I just need to know where to cut these. If I put them in... No, I'll have to do it this way. I want the point to go almost up to the fold. Pencil. So I'm going to cut them about there. This is a really interesting page, I think, and it's because of the necessity to invent things. Bit easier if I do it that way. I can get it straighter, I think. So I'm cutting off touch over 1 inch. Let's see what that looks like. Needs a little bit more. I thought it might, but I would rather err on the side of safety. I think that might be it. I'm just lining up my arrows with the grid lines. Let's try that. Perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. So you've got little tags that are actually arrows. Oh dear, I love it. Let's just ink that up. And if you're doing it for yourself for a journal, I mean, that's fine, you can easily write on that. But some of them have got dark coloured backs, so you might want to back some of them. I haven't, because this is kind of a show journal. So there we are, we've got those in there. And if you want to, you can just pop a bit of glue in there, you know, or write along if you weren't a chump like I was. But as it goes, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in the middle. Oh, now I need to see where to put the glue. About there. Lovely. Now you may have noticed the 2 dies and the stamp here, so we'll just have a little chat about them. So that'll keep the arrows in tighter because that's glued down. So this is that, do you remember we talked about it when we looked through the dies, the edge strip? And I said to you, that is just, it's just an interesting die. So I used that, put it down there, and then we've got this little girl. And the little girl is a stamp, but it has a die with it as well that you can cut out. So I just die cut her, stamped her and die cut her, and coloured her in. And then underneath I stamped limited first edition, because that's what she is. So that's how that came about. So let's pop these into here, into where they go. like so. And I think that looks, I love the look of that. I find that appealing. Yes, I do. So, what else have we got? We've got the very back. Now this really was running short here. So what I've done is I've cut the other pocket to the one on the front, the one with the star, and I put acetate behind it so I could add the star to the middle. So I quite like that. And just along the top of the acetate I put a little bit of washi tape, so when you're putting your card in, you're not always going to catch that acetate, which can be a real curse. So let's put this in. I made a tag already, so let's get the tag where we want it, and then we can see where we want the pocket. About there, I'd say. So let's just get my ruler and I'll make a line. I'll draw a line where I want it. It's about 1 3/8 inches. Let's take it over onto the white bit, and then I've got some chance of seeing. What did I say? 1 3/8 inches. Yeah, I think that's about right. 1 3/8 inches. So let's measure that. Measure that. I'm going to draw a line along there, which you will never see once the pocket's in place. But you know, if you do, then there's erasers around, isn't there? So let's glue this into place. Perfect. I love this star actually. I think you could use that in lots of ways, and in other die sets there are just stars, and I'm thinking Christmas. That's what I'm thinking. Right, so let's hold that in. Let's get this something like half way across there. I think that might be it. Let's have a look, see what we think. Yeah, I think that is okay. So get that straight on that line. And then stick it down. Give it a good burnish. There we are. So I don't know if you can see the, yeah you can, there's the acetate. Looks nice. And this is just going to slide, hopefully, into there. Why don't you want to slide in? Maybe I've squished my glue. I think I have, you know, squished it. Don't feel like it. Oh. Yeah. Too much glue on my pocket. That's the problem. Okay, you're becoming tiresome now. And now this has decided it doesn't want to stick anymore. Isn't it annoying when things don't work? that definitely goes in there. I mean, it just does. I tried it a gazillion times. Come on, why don't you want to go? Not for understanding this one. Why, it's really the simplest pocket in the whole thing. That's it. Blimey. Right, so I did also lay this out, which I could put there, but it's maybe just a little bit big. So I think I'll just leave that as is. It's a nice pocket. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so they are staying in all right. Yeah, these are staying in all right. Everything's looking quite good. The only page now that we have to do is this. And for that, I've cut myself some pockets. The one at the bottom is gusseted all round, and then the next two, as they go up, aren't gusseted on the bottom, and I'm going to leave those open. So that's what's going to happen there. So when that folds over, it comes to there. Let's just make a little line there so we know that they have to be inside that little line. Oh, and there will be easily. Yeah, great. Right, so let me give you the measurements. They are 4.5 with a 1/2 inch gusset everywhere. Okay, and they measure 2 inches. So that one obviously measures 2.5, and then you cut the score the gusset in. Okay, so let's stick this down. I'm just going to do the bottom one first. Put that about there, quite close to the bottom. There we are. Happy with that. And I'm just going to add a little bit of washi along there. So let's add a little bit of glue up above it, a little bit of glue down here. Just pop that onto there, like that. Give it a good burnish. There we go, and then we'll put the side down. So there was no die for these. These I had to measure myself. Boo-hoo! I got so used to using dies, I was looking around for a die to make these little pockets with. But there wasn't one yet. And then this is a die. I showed it to you when we had a look at the kit. It makes a really fabulous label for there, doesn't it? So moving on to the next one. Just glue down both sides. There we go, and just leave a little gap. Like so. That looks pretty straight to me. I think that's okay. Looks straight? Yeah, looks straight. Looks straight. Okay, now let's just get these straight. We're laughing. So similar gap to the one at the bottom. Try and get it straight. I think that looks all right to me. There we go. Put the lid on this. Oh, the smell of that candle. I'm going to have to go and find out what it is, and I can tell you. It's this. Fragrance oil. Fresh linen. Yes, that's what it is. Oh, it's beautiful as well. I love it. Love it. I want the whole house to smell of it now. And then I cut myself 3 tags, and I happen to have 3 turquoise pieces that were just the right sort of size. So the big one goes all the way down to the bottom. The next one obviously goes in the middle, and this is why it's important to have a gusset on the bottom. And then this one goes in there. So that's that page. Now you can put toppers on these if you want. I didn't have anything really that was suitable to make toppers with, so it's entirely up to you. So there we are. Doesn't that spread just look lovely? I think so. So that flips in there, and we've got our 2 arrow tags, which amuse me, and then that comes there, and this is going to come down over there like that, and we're just going to add a couple of little dots of Velcro. Make sure that's lying square. So let's get the Velcro out. So we've had all sorts of different closures and what have you with this, but this is the end of it now. So I want the clear ones on here because this is the one that you'll see the most. So just in the corner. Thank you, Linda, for sending me these Velcro dots. And then you take your fuzzy ones, put them on top. Like so. And then you bring this down to exactly where you want it and make sure it's exactly right. There we go. Obviously didn't get that pocket exact, did I? But I'll live with that, that's okay. It looks pretty. So let's have a quick jaunt through this again. Let's just make sure they are stuck down. Once they're stuck, they're stuck. So there's our front, where it will be in the journal, the first piece that you see. I love that. I love everything about that. And I like it says Once Upon a Time. And then you open it up, and then you've got a pocket here, which you really could decorate that easily. I'm just giving you ideas. A little pocket in there. And down here you've got a pocket with another one in there. It says Once Upon a Time. You could decorate that as well. Then here you've got this page, which has got 2 tags, but they're arrows. They're arrows, but they're tags. That's great. And page edging strip and the little girl die and stamp. and limited first edition there. And then that flips out like so, and look at that journal down there. I love that. I love those dies. Oh my goodness, I do. And then our 3 journaling cards. Then here you've got your stacked pockets with your 3 big tags in there, and then that closes up, and then on the back we've got our pocket with the star on. So I can pop that into our journal cover. Oh, I might put it at the front. It's my favourite because it's the one I've just done. We all like new stuff, don't we? So let's pop that into there. So there we have it. There's my journal planner complete. You know, you can easily add something into here, wherever you want to. That's the end of my paper pad. So that's me finished, maybe just temporarily with this. I wouldn't mind adding pieces to that. I think it would enhance it, but I just don't have anything to add at the moment. So that's my 3 pages. My planner is complete. So let's put it away and move on to the next one. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you too can manage to get yours out of one paper pad. I'm doing quite well to do that, really, to be honest. So we've got 3 really lovely, fun pages, I think. So yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you have fun too. And I recommended this kit. I couldn't recommend it more, actually. You'll have fun with it. That I do know. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you again really, really soon. Bye for now. Bye.